Morning. It is Monday, and we are still talking about our success habit of the month today. And we were talking about how to change your thoughts with your words, right? Changing how you're thinking about things and feeling about things with how you talk to yourself. And we started with talking about how how to overcome negativity, because most of us struggle with that in one way or the other. Most of us struggle with trying to go after something or do something, and we have a lot of negative thoughts there. So we wanted to start with what to do, how to combat those negative thoughts. But the flip side of that is when you get rid of that negative thought, you've got to replace it with a positive one. But before we go into like how to do that, I want to talk about all the benefits of making sure that you have positive thoughts. I want to give you reasons, tangible reasons that you can apply to make it important, right? Because sometimes when we have the negative self-talk habit, that habit is hard to break. And we don't think it's important. We don't think that it matters that we talk to ourselves that way, or maybe to the people around us that way, but it does matter, especially to us and how we are and how we show up. So that's what I wanted to talk about today with our success habit, on all of the ways that positive thoughts and being positive impacts you in your physicality. So first and foremost, it helps reduce your anxiety, right? If you can start looking at what's positive about a situation, it's going to automatically reduce your stress, right? Because when you start talking about how things can go better, then you will start seeing possibilities that you didn't see before. And that will help reduce your stress. So then you don't feel that things are as hopeless as they are, and you don't feel like things are impossible, right? You start moving them from that impossibility place to the possibility place, okay? It makes you feel better. It makes you feel better, right? It makes you feel good about yourself, because no one's going to believe anything about you until you believe it. So you've got to believe things first. So if you start believing in yourself and start reaffirming the things that you know that you're good at, and then the things that you know that you can do, you're going to start feeling good about who you are, which is then going to lead you being happier, right? It's going to have you interact with the world just a little differently, right? You start feeling good about who you are. You start standing in the place where things are possible. Then you're going to start seeing things differently, and you're going to show up and take things, and you're going to be happier, right? Who doesn't want to be happier? Okay. And then it's going to give you the better problem solving skills, because living in the world of possibility opens up your creativity to find different solutions. Sometimes when we're stuck in the negative, we only see one way of we only see one outcome. We only see one way of fixing it. We only see one way to do anything. But when you start asking how, and when you start asking what questions about a situation, then you give yourself an opportunity to see different solutions for the problem. This does make you a better problem solver, and it does help you get things done. How cool is that? It allows you to rise to new challenges. And sometimes we have to convince ourselves first that we can rise to the challenge. But once you start with positive talk, positive thoughts, positive talk, positive ways of stating where you are, it is going to help you rise to the challenge, right? So if you see everything as a problem or a challenge, right? Some people say that's semantic, but it does make a shift in your brain on how you approach it. A problem has all of the negative things associated with it, all of this negativity, but a challenge is something you can rise up and conquer, right? An obstacle is something you can go over. So it makes that subtle shift in your brain that helps you, again, use the skills that you have and see things from a different perspective. All right. Less stress, I think, goes with reduced anxiety, but you can think of it being less stressful. So anxiety is how you're feeling about something before it happens, and stress is how you're feeling while something is happening. Okay. So when things are going on in your life, we got COVID in our school. That was a very stressful moment because we had COVID and we had to let everybody know that we had COVID and we had to take different actions and we had to do a lot of different things. So that was stress in the environment. It doesn't make stress go away. It just allows you to handle the stress better, right? Because we didn't get stuck in why it happened, we didn't get stuck there. We focused on it's happened. Now these are the things that we have to do. Okay, so that's how it will help less stress. And then improve performance, it goes back to those better problem solving skills, right? If you become known as a problem solver and you start to solve problems, what does that lead to? It leads to people coming to you to solve problems. It leads to people coming to you and wanting you to be involved in projects because you are a problem solver, because you have a different way of looking at things, because you bring a different perspective than the rest of your peers do. And that's how it improves your performance. Okay. Protection from depression goes with being happier, but I'm going to read the statistics from this. So it says studies have shown positive self-talk acts as a protection against depression, leading even those with PTSD and other mental challenges into healthier thought patterns and improved quality of life. Simply, you get what you focus on. If you're going to focus on everything that's wrong, everything that's negative, everything that could go wrong, who wouldn't be depressed, right? Or you can flip it over. And you can focus on what's good about this now, what's good about where I am, what's good about my network, what's good about who I am, what's good about what I know, what's good about, I always go to the world we live in, the information's at our fingertips. There's always some way for us to connect to someone to help us move forward, okay? Increased energy, this is what we talk about on Wednesdays, that once you start taking action and once you start getting going and once you start doing all of these things, that you get motivated and you get energized and then you get excited about doing another thing and taking another step and doing another action, okay? So that's how it keeps you increasing your energy, and you just feel good. Who doesn't want to feel good? Who doesn't want to wake up in the morning and just feel good and know that feeling good is a choice? Right? Walking around feeling good about where you are and what you do is something that you can control, all in how you change the way that you look at things. Okay. So these are all of the reasons why you want to really work on making, getting rid of the negative thoughts and working on replacing them with positive thoughts, because it's going to impact you in more ways than you can even imagine. More ways than you can even imagine. Okay. So your job today, your mission today and this week is to continue to acknowledge and realize when you're saying those negative things to yourself, right? When you are caught up in that negative spiral, and to pick one spot, the one where you think it's going to benefit you the most, and turn it into something positive. Okay. Remember, when we talk about positive, when we talk about changing our thoughts, we have to talk about being the thing or having the thing that we want now. So talk about it in terms of what you want to be. Just one area. That's what your assignment is today. To change your thoughts, change your thoughts with your words and your actions, change how you're feeling about yourself with your words and your actions. Let's dive into this and accept this challenge and do just one and see how good you feel. See how good you feel about yourself. All right. Now, I know that you're going to do it. And when you do it, and Wednesday, we're going to talk about how to stay motivated while you're doing it. It's going to be amazing. All right. I will see you guys on Wednesday.